This is dope, man. Look at this. Crystal, China dogs, a book.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 stars you forgot were on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
It's nice to meet you, Jeffrey. From the children's description, I thought you'd be much older.
You're funny. You must be Carlton.
You're Oprah Winfrey.
I am, and that means you must be...
Ashley.
It's nice to meet you.
For this list, we're looking at celebrities whose Fresh Prince appearances were so brief you might not have remembered them, or you may not have recognized them at the time, since they only became famous later in their careers. Did we forget any famous faces that should have been on this list? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Brad Garrett.
Hey, yo, man, what you doing in there?
I'm with the health department.
Today, he's arguably best known as Ray's cop brother Robert from Everybody Loves Raymond. But 2 years before his breakthrough role, this actor was getting on the wrong side of the law in this Fresh Prince episode.
That's him! That's him! Number 3, that's him!
Garrett takes on the role of a mob hitman in the elaborate tale Will and Carlton tell Jazz when they suspect him of cheating at poker. Will tells Jazz about the time he and the Banks ended up in the witness protection program after he sees the hitman at work.
Lucky it's 5 inches of glass between us, boy. I might have to tear off and...
Despite his relatively limited screen time, Garrett plays the catalyst for the entire story. Number 9, Boyz II Men.
I got them Boyz II Men, man. No, I used to hang with them back in Philly. They gonna sing at the christening.
Both Will Smith and R&B group Boyz II Men were at their peak during the 90s. With both also hailing from Philly, it only made sense to have the band on the show. Will hopes that this connection with the group might help him convince them to perform at Nicki's christening. But it turns out that Nathan, in particular, doesn't have the fondest memories of growing up with Will.
You don't know how much I love that girl. I cried myself to sleep every night about that.
Hey, did I say I was from Philly? I'm from Pittsburgh, man. Go Steelers!
Steeler, that's what you did. Charlie, you see his face? Memorize it. We don't want to see him around here again.
Okay.
Just as Will is ready to admit defeat, they come through after all and perform Silent Night at the ceremony. And that is the story of how Nicki was christened Nicholas Michael Sean Nathan Wanye Banks. Number 8, Lark Voorhees.
Carlton.
Cindy.
Lark Voorhees was a household name in the 90s after appearing in series like The Bold and the Beautiful and Days of Our Lives. But to many, she was best known as Lisa Turtle from Saved by the Bell.
$386? You think I went overboard?
She made an appearance in Season 3 of Fresh Prince as Carlton's ex-girlfriend Cindy, who comes back into his life with an unexpected surprise.
I, have something that belongs to you.
As Carlton comes to terms with fatherhood, he and Cindy decide to elope. At the last minute, she backs out, leaving Carlton heartbroken all over again.
Look, Carlton, I need to, would you watch the baby for a minute?
Sure.
He later confesses to Will that he knew the baby wasn't his all along because the relationship had never been consummated. Number 7, Naomi Campbell.
Jeffrey, I'd like you to meet Samantha's nanny, Helen Carter.
When supermodel Naomi Campbell appeared in Season 1, she was making waves in the modeling world and had been dubbed the reigning mega model of them all earlier that same year.
It's nice to meet you, Jeffrey. From the children's description, I thought you'd be much older.
On the show, she plays British nanny Helen, new in Bel-Air, who Will sets up on a blind date with Jeffrey as a birthday present for the butler. It seems that Will was expecting more of a Mary Poppins type than a top model, though, and he is of course instantly attracted to her.
I go to hook G up with an old British nanny. Turns out to be her.
She don't look too old to me.
Although she and Jeffrey hit it off instantly, it turns out that she just can't keep up with the Banks' butler. Number 6, Don Cheadle. When Will starts feeling homesick, the family flies out his old buddy Ice Tray to cheer him up. Much like Will, Ice Tray clashes with the Banks, which only makes things even more tense when he and Hillary hit it off.
Hi.
Hi.
But we bet that you didn't realize that Will's childhood friend was played by none other than Don Cheadle.
We miss you in the hood, homeboy. Why don't you come on back with me?
At the time, he'd had some minor acting gigs in movies and television, but his breakout role came in the 1995 movie Devil in a Blue Dress. The 90s were a great time for Cheadle, who continued to skyrocket to success ever since that decade.
A couple bear claws. Yeah. A couple blades.
Number 5, Naya Rivera.
Send Aren't you forgetting something, baby sister?
You pretty little liver bee.
With Vivian and Phil's baby due any day now, the family fantasizes about how the newest little bundle of joy might impact their lives. In Hillary's dream sequence, she imagines her little sister Cindy waiting on her hand and foot.
So, tell me about your day at school. And move a little to the left.
Miss Randolph gave a pop quiz now.
Do you like my outfit?
It's real pretty.
That adorable little kid is played by Naya Rivera, who later became best known for playing Santana Lopez on Glee. Throughout the 90s and 2000s, Rivera spent much of her childhood and teen years frequenting the sitcom world. Don't get us wrong, we love baby Nikki, but little Cindy is just so darn cute too. It's almost a shame that Aunt Viv didn't have twins.
Ta-da!
Oh, goody! A shoe-shy kid.
Number 4, Raven Simone.
You're funny. You must be Carlton.
Another child actor cutie who could regularly be seen in the sitcom world throughout the 90s was Raven Simone. Audiences already knew her as Olivia from The Cosby Show, and she later became known as Nicole from Hangin' with Mr. Cooper, before starring in her own Disney Channel show, That's So Raven.
I see love in your future, definitely. A nice younger man.
But sandwiched in between, Raven found time to make a Fresh Prince appearance during the show's second season.
Whoa, that's you and my mom.
My dad took it in the backyard. We were having a barbecue.
She plays Claudia, the adorable daughter of Will's mom's boyfriend. It's a shame things don't work out between Vi and Robert though, as Will and Claudia would have made the most hilarious stepbrother and sister.
My brother, it's time you wake up and smell the Play-Doh.
Number 3, Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah's chair.
Today, Oprah is considered by many to be one of the most influential people in the US and a talk show host extraordinaire. Her career has taken her in a multitude of directions, including a cameo in the show's third season.
You're Oprah Winfrey.
I am, and that means you must be.
Ashley.
It's nice to meet you.
When Trevor pulls some strings to get the Banks on her show, Will is heartbroken to be informed at the last minute that he won't be joining them.
Oprah, I have a question.
We're not ready for that portion of the show just yet, but Mrs. Banks, answer me this if you will.
I'm Will. Oprah, I can answer it.
After begrudgingly taking his seat in the audience, he continuously interrupts Oprah until she takes pity on him and lets him join the family on stage. And, well, you can imagine just how well that goes.
I mean, I think this is terrible. You should go up there and be with your family where you belong. Don't you think so, audience? Go on up there and be with your family where you belong.
Number 2, Chris Rock. In the early 90s, Chris Rock was an SNL cast member, and by the time he made his guest appearance in the show's final season, he was well established in comedy circuits. Somewhere between his stand-up comedy career and breaking into the movie biz, Rock played popular comedian Maurice, who Hillary tries to land for her talk show.
I don't know.
Hey, look, come on, man. I'm telling you, the honeys is buzzing around there like a straight-up beehive, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right, I'll do the show.
To keep him happy, her brand new assistant Will needs to take out Maurice's sister Jasmine.
Now, which one of you handsome men is Big Willie? Cheers!
This seems like no problem for the renowned ladies' man. That is, until he sets his eyes upon her. Let's just say you can certainly see the family resemblance. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Jaleel White. Did you remember that the Family Matters actor played Ashley's love interest Derek?
You know, Ash, it's been great being back in town, visiting all the colleges. But the best part has been being with you. I miss you.
Milo Ventimiglia. Before he was famous, Milo was partying with Ashley in Bel Air.
What were you guys doing? No one's allowed in the bedroom.
Hey, relax, Ash. We're just taking a little tour.
Isaac Hayes. There's no better Isaac Hayes impersonator than, well, Isaac Hayes.
Who is a man that's got some vows in his hand to tell his woman?
Hank Azaria. Azaria played one of the cops that wrongfully keep Will and Carlton behind bars.
Did you ask your wife to calm down? Calm yourself, Barney Fife.
B.B. King. He makes a hilarious cameo as blues musician Pappy.
Oh, yeah, like everything's been perfect for me. You know, like growing up in the projects. Growing up in the projects. You know, that never having any money. And never had a dime.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Queen Latifah.
Look, I don't care if you have other appointments, clown. My cat needs acupuncture.
Queen Latifah appeared on the show on 2 separate occasions and plays 2 characters that could not have been more different. In season 1, she portrays famous actress and Hillary's nightmarish boss, Marissa Redman, who also happens to take a liking to Will.
You know, we've got a word for people like you in this business, and it's called hello.
The following season, she returned as Dee Dee, the daughter of one of Philip's clients, with whom Will makes a connection. The thing is, he's embarrassed to be seen with her because of her weight.
Man, that girl is not my girlfriend.
I'm not your friend either.
We already knew this Oscar-nominated star was a versatile performer given her wide-spanning career, but in The Fresh Prince, she gives 2 brilliant polar opposite performances, and that also deserves to be recognized. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.